Hi everyone, Helen Blunden here. Hope you're happy, healthy and well. It is time for a new book review and I thought I better get my ass into gear because this book needs to be returned to the library tomorrow. Here it is. It is called The Melting by Lize Spit. Now Lize is a Dutch author and this book was published in 2016 and it became an overnight success. There's about 416 pages in the book and it is a hefty read. It is a heavy book as well, and it is a book where you really need to read every sentence in order for the story to be revealed, and it is slowly, excruciatingly slowly revealed. The book is about Eva. She's 27 years old and she's got her own problems. She's living in Brussels and she gets invited back to her hometown to a posthumous birthday party and an opening of a dairy milk farm. And she decides to put a block of ice in her car boot and drive over there for a bit of revenge. So this is a revenge book. And the book itself has flashbacks back to when she was about 13 years old, when she was an adolescent, a teenager, and she had two very good friends of hers, two boys. They always hung around together as a group. But at that time, I guess as being an adolescent, they were also starting to become aware of each other's sexuality. And with each reveal of the chapter where she flits in from current time to the past time, there is always something revealed slowly but surely as to what's happening in that town, a bit of the characters, and also about the situation she finds herself with being in a dysfunctional family. Her father has had problems of his own. He showed her a hangman's noose and basically showed the way he wanted to die and commit suicide. Her mother was an alcoholic. Her sister was an obsessive compulsive who had anorexia, and her brother had issues. So she's grown up in a very dysfunctional family, and Eva herself is traumatized in some way. But she was even more traumatized by an incident that happened when she was younger, and this was the revenge story that she takes revenge on the town and takes revenge on the people. It all cruxes around a riddle, and this riddle was something that we've probably already known the answer to, because I remember as a kid it was a riddle that we used to say to each other and try and figure out, and that riddle was: if there was a room with no doors, there is a man who is hung, he hanged himself, and there is a puddle of water underneath him. How did the man hang himself? And we can ask questions to find out, how he did so. That was the riddle. What had happened was the two boys that she hung around with asked Eva to come up with that riddle, and they didn't want to know the answer. But they would approach the girls in the town and ask Eva to recount that riddle, and anytime they asked a question and got it wrong, they would remove a piece of clothing. So automatically we see alarm bells. Where is this going? Something's not quite right here. So the story is about how Eva also mentioned and let in on one of the girls, let the secret of the riddle to one of the girls, and how things went wrong during one of those sessions they had. I like this book, but I have to say, and I have to warn you, that it is a slow read. And when I say a slow read, you have to read each sentence and each word. It is not a book that is meant for skimming, because if you skim, you're going to lose that reveal. And everything happens very slowly. I mean, we don't find out about the riddle about a hefty way into the book. We also find out a lot about the characters through those flashbacks, and also why Eva is the way she is. So I like the book. For a book with a genre that I don't read, I hardly ever read crime, this had me gripped. And also I actually quite liked how it was translated, so I don't think it lost anything in the translation. If it had me gripped for 416 pages, and I would pick up the book and I would just kind of just read a chapter at a time to get into it, to slowly reveal the story. So a very good book, well worth reading. Let me know what you think. I know I can't ask the question of, what other books have you read from this author, because it is her debut novel. Surprisingly, amazingly, good luck to her as well for a first-time writer. And the fact, I think I heard that it's also going to be made into a movie. It was an overnight success in the Netherlands. Everyone was talking, everyone was raving about this book. So, well worth a read. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Bye for now.